Oh shit. I forgot the entrance video. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestling Wire. I hope this finds you well. Realistically, I am just exhausted. That's all there is to it. Been running the roads. For those of you who don't know, we worked a show Friday night with his pro wrestling. I was a ring announcer. Uh, you know, Good show, great quality product in the ring, man. That's the one good thing about even the smaller scaled indie shows. You do still find good in ring action. So I encourage everybody out there, you know, give your local indie shows a shot. If it's not your bag of tricks, guess what? There's like 15 others to go check out. So uh, I enjoy working those shows, even though a lot of people aren't exactly a big fan or whatever. It you ain't got to be a big fan to just enjoy what you're passionate about. So in my case, if I'm willing to travel the way I'm willing to travel and work the way I'm willing to work, man, it's just a passion for this industry. Um, I want to say thank you to Danny Paris for his kind words that he had for me at the show. Yeah, just professional courtesy, and I appreciated that. Uh, I try to make sure I do a good job with everything I do. I don't believe in half-assing anything. I try to use my whole ass, and that's why I'm called an asshole. So it all kind of blends together. But it is what it is. Now, so that was Friday night. Saturday night went down to Atlanta, or Saturday rather. I traveled down to Atlanta, Georgia. Went all the way down there and worked with Stranglehold Championship Wrestling and Momo Khan. The cool thing there is it was very, very out there for a wrestling show. So it wasn't real tame. It wasn't real timid. There was a lot. There was everything from rough language to just insane spots. The twisted T thing. If you don't understand, I'll explain it. It was about a case of those tall boy twisted teas, them big old soda can, aluminum can containers of twisted tea, and they were bashing each other over the head with them. A couple people did the Stone Cold cheer with it. Yeah, it made a hell of a mess. I'm just glad it didn't get on me because I was in my suit, as you can see from the video yesterday. There are two videos up from MomoCon yesterday. You saw Kane. You saw Sergeant Slaughter. Nikita Koloff got up, got up and gave us a little shout, and so did Mr. Hughes, just mean mugging as always, grabbed a hold of the urn like he thought I was going to take it or something. But either way, that was cool. We walked right over and shot the match with Brino Royce, which was a clinic. I didn't like the finish, but that's me. I believe in when you build a match the way that match was built. Um, you follow through with a clean finish. Uh, there, that's actually and I had that discussion with the promoter yesterday as well. He asked me what I thought, and I sat through two different wrestling shows of theirs, 6, 7 matches apiece, and truth be told, what I said to him word for word verbatim to anybody out there was the action in the ring was fine. Too many schmaz finishes kind of devalues the point of each match, in my opinion, or reversal of decisions or whatever. Too many of those kind of devalues the whole point of the match occurring. So the crowd's going to be sitting there like, well, wait, why do I care if they just went through that and it got changed to this? Everything I just watched didn't make any sense. Everything I just watched was a waste of time. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's going to see it that way. I'm telling you that that's how I saw it. And once again, good show, great athletes. The women's match with Miss Baker and Miss Dreamboat was badass. Those two ladies laid it all out there. That was good work. I think that was one of my that's probably my top three matches that I got to witness the entirety of. Understand, guys, I was working the pretty much first half of that show, whether it was talking to talent, talking to people, talking to whatever. I had people that I had to deal with. I've got to handle my own thing. So like I know Blanco Loco tore the house down. I caught bits and pieces of it. It was phenomenal. If I had to give you my top 5 matchups for the whole event, um, and in no particular order, because I don't want to hear anybody's shit. Um, Obviously, the Brino Royce match was awesome until the Schmaz finish. The Blanco Loco match was out of this world as always. He's a phenomenal talent. Uh, I got to talk to Dream Girl Ellie. Always a pleasure speaking with her. I'm so glad that they're okay after their car accident that they were in. They got hit by a drunk driver. Guys, if you don't know who I'm talking about, check out the International Superstars. There's a GoFundMe to help them get their car fixed and stuff like that. And I mean, when I talked to her yesterday, she said that she was all right, other than her neck was bothering her. And I'm like, please don't sleep on this. Go get it taken care of. Go get you a lawyer. Do everything you can to protect yourself 100%. Um, so there was that one. That was awesome. As I said before, the Baker and Dreamboat match was great. Dreamboat walked away with the title. She's a relatively young competitor. I'm not sure how long she's been working. However, I do know at Stranglehold she's new to that company, and the girl did phenomenal work. I really enjoyed watching them work. I believe that match was shared yesterday on the second stream I did, so be sure you check that out as well. Luka Daniels, I loved his matchup as well. The only thing I did not care for about his match was he took this one bump and like I don't know if it's on video or not, but I'm pretty sure I freaking hollered and got ready to get up because if he had rolled over and they had thrown the X's, you'd have seen my ass slide into that ring because that's my boy. I don't care whether the trick of the trade is this, guys. Heels, faces, they're my friends, and I've known these people like they come in and hang out with my kids and so don't get the world twisted. Um, I will put my friends before anything and everything. I will put my family before anything and everything. That's just how I roll. Um, but when I saw him take that bump on his neck, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was legit shocked about it. I didn't like the spot that it occurred from. But accidents happen, and I understand that. And his opponent was a professional, and his opponent was also a very good wrestler. But those are probably my breakout matches for what I saw. But that was just one day. MomoCon was 4 days, including today. Also, the main event yesterday with Drago, or well, it was the main event, and then they added another match later, which was the melee with the twisted cans and shit. Um, the real Drago is a freak of nature. That match was awesome. He, but like I say, that was where he won the match. They reversed the decision, but then apparently he won it today when I wasn't there. So the World Elite group under Michael King walked away with a lot of the gold. Michael King, as we all know from King Enterprises, is the principal backer of World Elite. Now, I'm going to get into some of the pros here in just a few minutes because there's a lot going on, guys. But what I want to do before I get to all that is I want to lay out what my year looks like or what my upcoming month looks like. Now we will also go over these again next month. Um, Holy crap! And I got to make sure I have this. Oh yeah, you guys have little black books for your dates. I got little black book for my booking dates. So y'all can keep yours. I will gladly take mine. So let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and throw up a picture right quick. Take a look at this. We have coming up a benefit show in Union. This is not going down without a fight. June 11th at Union County Fairgrounds, which is 120 Kirby Street in Union, South Carolina. This is all part of a benefit show for Jacob Casey. Um, and I am ecstatic to be there. I cannot wait for this. For those of you who don't know, I got my start in indie wrestling at a cancer benefit, and if this is the last show I ever do, I'm happy about that. Um, but that's just the way I am about it, man. I would rather do something for an event like this than I would do much of anything. I cancer shows, benefit shows, charity work. I am all down with charity work. Um, I I don't know the kid, don't need to. I'm just happy to be involved. So uh, I'm gonna go ahead and delve that one down. Now, after that event there, we also had we have a promo video that we need to add to this, as there is a there's another show that is coming up, and I am working diligently right now to try to pull that up, so that way I can get what we need going. But so another show we're working with. I can't wait to see everybody in June. Wait till you get a load of this. That is right, guys. I'm telling you what I know. I am ecstatic to be watching or to be working with them. Really psyched to work with Mr. Tom Clark and Mr. Gary Benfield at that show. I look very forward to that. So that's on the 18th. We will be there and we will be handling. I'm fairly confident I'm still doing the camera for that, so that's cool. I'm getting a final confirmation on what exactly I'm doing, but I can just tell you I'll be there, we'll be there, and you should too. It's going to be a badass show because if, from what I understand, man, if you've never seen a high velocity show, you've never seen how insane independent wrestling can get, um, in a good way. So I'm genuinely excited for that. Uh, Now, moving forward here, we got one more poster throw up, and then we're going to get into the pro shit. We're going to talk about AEW and their current troubles, whatever rumors are going around that old Maxwell Jacob Friedman pulled a Sasha Banks and went home, or pulled a Stone Cold and took his ball and went home. We're going to cover out and try to figure out this madness. So anybody who's got any comments on that, do your boy a solid. Throw it out there and let us know what's up, because I don't know what's going down with this mess. But we are going to currently, let me phrase it, we're going to go ahead and throw up this other image of another show we will be working. So here we go. Screen 2, pop up, bam. Look here. You've got CMW Evolution Homecoming. Saturday, June 25th, Lawrence County Park, 409 Recreational Road in Lawrence, South Carolina. Tickets $10, $5 for ages 6 to 13, and kids under 5 are free. So, you know, you can see a lot of your people here. You know, I see the Sheik, I see Octavius Conway, I see Ace Harris, Jay Stunna, James Self Standard, Tony Lycan, and Jada Scott. I think that's Jada Scott. Isn't that her name? Somebody help me. I'm not 100%. But at any rate, uh, we've got that going on, so we can try to, you know, yet again, another indie company, another show we work with, another place we're trying to help promote. Any promoters out there who know me, if you and I work together, you know I got no problem promoting you. I got no problem promoting any shows. That's just June, and that's just June right now. Let me confirm that I got everybody taken care of. Yep, Pro Wrestling Union. Oh yeah, nope, I didn't. I missed one. So that CMW show is on the 25th. I do not have a poster for the His Pro Wrestling show on 24th yet. but I will be your ring announcer as far as I know for at least half them shows. So, guys, come on out, see my goofy ass in a suit. Come out and support the cancer benefit. Come out and support indie wrestling as HBW tries, or as HBW is relaunching since before COVID. They've been shut down since the COVID era, and his pro wrestling, strong wrestling in the ring, uh, standard. They got their regular fans here. They want some new ones, so come on, check them out. Uh, and then CMW Evolution, another company that's got a lot of heart, trying to do what they can do. Before I go any further, I did cut an interview with somebody. A quick couple of questions. Now, I cut this with a Mr. Antonio Morgan. Him and I met up at the his pro wrestling show. Now, the kicker of this is we weren't talking about his. We were talking about a show that we have coming up in July. There's a reason this is important.
We are here with the Anomaly. Antonio Morgan, how you doing, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Fantastic. Hey, man, look. So, what is with this $5,000 bounty from Vanderford, the G?
Derek Vanderford. I once considered him a friend. He helped me break through in this industry. And I must say, it started off with an envelope, money. Derek Vanderford thinks he can manipulate people with his money. He manipulated me. I was his pawn. He helped chase him to get the championship. But guess what? I realized that Derek Vanderford is nothing but a coward who hides behind money and power.
Okay.
So, to the $5,000 bond, hit, whatever you call it, he might as well throw that $5,000 in the trash, burn it, because I promise you, whoever steps my way, they will feel the power of the anomaly.
Now, you say this, from what I understand, you're facing a very formidable opponent in one Tyson Maddox on July 23rd at the Welford Pavilion, American Wrestling League. What do you have to say to your opponent?
Tyson Maddox. At 52 reasons, we're going to clash. Am I intimidating Tyson Maddox? No. He's probably one of the best opponents I'm going to step in the ring with. He's athletic. He's pound for pound with the same size, same speed, same strength. It's going to be a tough challenge. But you know what? He thinks he's better than me. He thinks he's more athletic than me. I'm going to show to him, I'm going to prove to him that I can compete with the best. Now, I'm not going to be so cocky and arrogant going there and think I'm going to just blow through him. But I promise you, he's not cashing in $5,000. Tyson Maddox, you said you're the king of the spear. I promise you, when I lay that spear on you, you will feel the power of the anomaly. Anything else you got?
That's it for me. Thank you very much, sir. You have a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, 52 Reasons, Welford, South Carolina, American Wrestling League. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
It's the anomaly, ain't nobody better than me. It's the anomaly, ain't nobody messing with me. It's the anomaly.
Damn it! Did y'all see that? Oh man, yo! Shout out to Gavin Tyler and Jimmy Ward for cleaning that up as best they could. It was cut raw. It was cut rough, man. We were at the end of the show. It was teardown mode going on in that building. So, you know what? We still got the damn thing, and that's as intense a promo as you can ever get. The reason that's important, I'll tell y'all what. Right now, I'm in talks with Tyson Maddox himself to have him join this show next week. I'm gonna interview the man. I want to know about him, about his career. I understand he is an absolute beast. So I'm really interested to talk to this guy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my suggestion to you is go look him up. Beyond that, I want to see what he has to say about the anomaly because, you know, when you're running a weekly episodic TV show, you get all these little nuances, you get all this storytelling. In independent wrestling, you really don't, unless you're a company that bases yourself on that. But if you're not a company that bases yourself on that, you can be an entity that bases yourself on that. That's what I'm trying to do. My goal is to try to bring independent professional wrestling as well as the stars of indie wrestling to the forefront of it and put them where, give them the outlet that they deserve. Am I saying that I'm the best outlet for them? No, I'm not. I'm one of many, many veins in that system of blood pumping through that gets these guys out there. And I know my place. And I am happy with where I'm at. Not complacent at all. I'm telling you, all I want to do is see these guys succeed and get to the stages that they want to get to in their careers. Wherever that may be, I just want to be able to say, I know that guy. That's all. I don't need to hear no thank you. I don't need to say you're welcome. That shit goes without saying. But checking in on the show, we got young Luke Fury. How you doing, sir? Hope all is well with you up there in North Carolina. Let's see here. Jimmy Ward chimed in. The Anomaly versus the Brolic is going to be effing badass. Yes, yes, it is. That is going to be a clash of the Titans. It's going to be at the Welford Pavilion. 52 Reasons. That's Jimmy Ward's birthday party. The party starts at 7 o'clock sharp with the band Testarossa playing a loud ass concert right there in the pavilion. The matches start at 8:30. Well, hell, bro, you act like I know you live in Spartanburg. You work in North Carolina. So as far as I'm concerned, you can claim Gastonia. I don't know. You want me, all right, you want me to tell, all right, you claim Tryon? You want to claim Glassy Mountain? You can pick up whatever you want. Let's see here. Jimmy Ward, my boy Tyson is crazy talented. Dude, I can't wait to see it. That's going to be a banger of a match. That's all I can tell y'all. It is going to be an insane match. And, you know, check this out. The Rolls Royce of Professional Wrestling has joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Brino Royce is in the house. What's doing, bud? Oh, and that's another thing I got to touch on. Apparently, contract negotiations have gone well between Brino Royce and King Enterprises. I'm not going to announce anything. If you follow Michael King, you will see what Michael King has had to say, whether it involves Brino Royce or myself or whatever. Now, what I will say is this: Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m., unless plans change, 8:30 p.m., apparently there's going to be a live contract signing done right here. So we will exclusively do that here. We will open the floor up for the followers and the viewers to ask questions and bring up all their points. Sure. Oh, the party starts at 6. The band hits the stage at 7. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate the heads up, brother. I do. Man. So, what do you guys think about this Maxwell Jacob Friedman situation? Is it a work or is it a shoot? I'm kind of torn on it, and I'm going to tell you why I'm kind of torn on it, guys. Because, truth be told, this shit just got the WWE an assload of publicity, right? Publicity's publicity. Let's not get confused here. As much shit as the world talks about the Kardashians, they're still on your TV every day, right? The same. I'm not going to say the same thing goes with like people killing kids because that's just bad shit in general. I don't condone that. I don't condone that at all. But then you got, trash like the Kardashians on there and Amber Heard and that whole chestnut of bullshit that they do. All that crap makes it onto primetime TV, yet you don't hear none of the good stuff. So my point of that is any publicity these days seems to be good publicity. So whether it's, us at MomoCon and there's, tens of thousands of people there and interacting and seeing the shows and stuff, or whatever the case may be, anything's better than nothing in this world is what it looks like when it comes to pro wrestling. Um, I am attempting over here now to grab a hold of more information about this actual um AEW situation so I can try to figure out what they're doing about the pay per view tonight. Um, I'm looking for a good preview show for it because realistically, other than that, there wasn't too much building on the WWE side of the card this week. Um, at least not that I saw. So I'm excited for next weekend because, like I said, Tyson Maddox is, I got a hell of a shot at him being on here with us and talking. I mentioned AEW and my file and my view count, goes to trash. It's kind of funny. Uh, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match, Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk. Like it or not, I got CM Punk going over on this one. Let's see here. AEW Women's World Championship. Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb. I got Serena Deeb going over on this one. Let me rephrase. I'm sorry. Winning. I have Serena Deeb winning this match. Whether she wins the title or not is not the point. But I have her winning this match. In CM Punk's case, I do have him winning the title. Let's see. World Tag Match. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Team Taz, which is Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks versus Keith Lee and Shane Strickland. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna take Keith Lee and Swerve on this one. Shane Strickland. My bad. I'm gonna call him the wrong name and get in trouble by somebody. TBS Championship match. Anna Jay and Jade Cargill. I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm gonna go with Anna Jay. I'll just pick her to win it. Elite versus Delete. Unfortunately, I feel like they're gonna let the Young Bucks have this one, even though I would say go with the Hardys. And by the way, I'm not an avid watcher of AEW, so you can't really say that I'm invested enough to know the storyline or give you a realistic prediction. I'm just giving you a kind of what I think is going to happen. Uh, what else is there? Oh, MJF versus Wardlow. Well, MJF left, so Wardlow wins by him not showing up. Let's go with that. I have no idea. Trios grudge match, Death Triangle, which is Pac, Penta, and Ray Phoenix versus the House of Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Malachi Black. I got House of Black going over on this or winning this one. And let's see here. Anarchy in the Arena. Danielson, Kingston, Moxley, Ortiz, and Santana versus the Jericho Appreciation Society, which is Angelo Park, Chris Jericho, Daniel Garcia, Jake Hager, and Matt Menard. Sure, I don't see any reason why Danielson, Kingston, Mox, or Santana and Ortiz would lose this. So I'll go with Jericho Appreciation Society losing this one. Owen Hart Foundation Men's Final. Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. I can't imagine either one of them losing this, but just because they're going to have to do something to keep Adam Cole's stock high, I'm going to go with Adam Cole. Samoa Joe is in the twilight of his career, so there's that. The Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament Finals. Dr. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Ruby's going to win this one because she can't win the title. She's going to win this. Kind of the same feeling I have with Adam Cole. Realistically, Adam Cole needs to be going after the TBS title or the OWN title. TBS championship. Is that it? Or is it TNT? Oh, it's TNT title. I'm sorry. mixed trios match. I have no idea why they're doing this, but Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, and Tay Conti versus Scorpio Sky, who is your TNT champion, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zant. Kazarian's going to turn on Sammy and Tay, which is kind of weird because it's one face and 5 heels in my book right now. Kazarian's kind of face and everybody else is pretty much bad guys. Nobody likes Tay Conti or Sammy Guevara at this moment. Out for revenge, they have Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly. The buy-in is going to be Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling versus Danhausen and Hook. Hook isn't taking a loss whether or not Danhausen takes the L or not. That ain't going to happen, guys. That is actually your AEW preview for tonight's pay-per-view. I don't have much of a dog in the fight on this card. I'm going to do my best to watch and enjoy the show. However, I really don't. It's a niche market, okay? I'm gonna say that about AEW. AEW is a niche market, man. They get their pops, they get their rocks off by insulting WWE. That's cool, if you're into that sort of thing. But it seems to me like all your creative writing goes to insulting another company that's doing more, making more money and more successful and been around for 80 years and all this other stuff. But you put none of your creative writing into your booking process, and actually book matches that utilize all your talent. Instead, you have to worry about battle royals and unlimited run-ins and all this other crazy shit. And I'm like, I don't get the point of it. AEW for a while in the very beginning, I really struggled to invest in it. The longer it went, I drifted even further away from it and didn't even watch for months. I came back to it to watch right around when CM Punk did, and I've watched the last couple of months until here recently, and now I've just kind of yet again faded away from it. My interest in a wrestling show requires me to be challenged, mentally challenged to try to figure stuff out, and I don't care enough to try to figure it out. Is kind of where I'm at with it. I like the idea behind the matchups, if that makes sense. MJF Wardlow, that's a great story that they're telling. And for some reason, it seems like that dude always has the best storylines, and everybody else is just kind of eh. So there's that. Eddie Kingston, I'm a firm believer that Eddie Kingston will be a world champion there within the next 16 months. We'll go ahead and I'll be generous. It's 18 months and a couple of days. So how's that? I gave it just under 2 years, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be your AEW champion. More than likely, they're going to continue the storyline with him and Punk, and he's going to be the baby face that saves the day. So, yet again, another one of those things. On the WWE side of the game here, now that we got the AEW preview out of the way, the way that WWE has been doing things is a bit different than what they've been doing the last couple of months. It's been more, I'm not going to say neurotic, it's been more sporadic. Some things they do make more sense than others. It's cool that they're bringing Shinsuke in to work with Riddle at this point. I am all about that. I really do like that idea. A lot of this stuff I only got highlights of, so don't be asking me a million questions because I ain't gonna have the answers. But the quick highlights of like Ronda Rousey versus Raquel ending in a no contest. Rousey and Raquel defeated Shayna Baszler and Natalya. Okay, that's kind of cool, but are they going to be a team going after the tag titles and then feud again? Because that is the way you put over a new talent. by putting them with a superstar. They go after something, they fail, and then they feud, and the new person goes over. Uh, that's like basic bitch booking 101. It's very, very common. um, oh man, I realized. Oh, so my shirt looks weird. Yeah, that does say Afghanistan on the bottom. That's a There was a military base here. Um, so, no, I didn't go. I got the shirt as a gift from somebody who worked over there. So that's all you need to know about that. Los Lotharios defeated Jinder Mahal and Shanky. I don't understand the point of that at all. Why is Jinder just fodder again? What is he just being fed to everybody again? That's kind of pointless. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn debated who's a liar and who's a moron on the KO show. Okay. Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser defeated Ricochet and Drew Gulak. Really? Did you expect it to go any other way? No, me neither, but still, the highlights I caught, it looked to be very entertaining. Drew McIntyre and the New Day defeated the Brawling Brutes. I like the Fight Club better, or whatever. Belfast Beer Bashers or something. Y'all could have come up with something better than the Brawling Brutes. That sounds like some shit you would have made in the 80s. It's 40 years since the 80s for those of you keeping count. But that was just SmackDown, man. When you're trying to deal with everything that the WWE puts out, man, they put out a lot of content every week. I can't wait for Hell in a Cell next weekend. I'm hoping it's way better than the last time, because it sucks that they did not have a good. They didn't have a good. Was the last time, or when was it? When was the one that everybody bitched about? What was that, when the Fiend lost for being buried? He got buried by being buried. Eh, it was still an all right show. It wasn't that bad, but people love to hate on shit. Uh, I hate to say that I understand the WWE's perspective with that, but I do understand it. I just don't make the money that they make. I'm still just as hated as they are. It's awesome. Riddle kicked off Raw with a heartfelt message concerning RK Bro. Riddle and the Street Profits defeated the Usos and Sami Zayn. What a weird ass pairing that is. All of it in my book, but MVP MVP versus Lashley was just kind of stupid, but it it told a good story because um it's still building the Omos thing, which, like I said, they're doing a great job of building up all their stories. Instead of just one gets great, everything else just gets mediocre. I don't want to hear that. Oh, you only have plans for the world title. No, apparently they got plans for a lot more, because look at the storyline with Judgment Day. Look at the storyline, with Riddle right now while Randy's on hiatus. Look at what they're building. Look at what they're building. It's not that hard to understand, guys, that everything has its place. Realistically, you got to understand. Veer Mahan threatened Jerry Lawler on an episode of the King's Court. Okay, yet and the Mysterios come to the rescue. I don't understand that, but okay, it works. Alexa Bliss beats Nikki Ash. Yes, the club with Finn, AJ, and Liv. I'm all about it. Elliot. By the way, guys, badass ring announcer right here. Bro, Elliot, can you do me a solid favor, my friend? Will you send me a picture for the June 4th show for Palmetto? I never got one. So if you could send me one, I'll put it up. I always support the companies that I mess with, man, So do me a solid, send me that picture, and I'll be sure to promote it here on the show. I unfortunately will be unable to attend. I have personal matters at hand next weekend. I thought I was booked. I am not. I have other bookings that I can't unbook, if that makes any sense. So there's that. Cody Rhodes defeated The Miz via disqualification. The Yet again, another great storyline not being butchered to death. Ezekiel defeating Chad Gable is just funny to me. I can't do anything but laugh about this stuff. Thank you, Elliot. I got the picture. I will pull that post haste. Let's see here. It's going to take me a few moments to get that one up, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, for those of you who aren't tuning in live and catch this later on your commutes to work, that's still good stuff. MJF, according to the latest from ringside, has not been seen backstage. That's kind of messed up. Oh, what we got here? Frightful report. AW removes promotional material for MJF versus Wardlow from social media. Holy crap! This is breaking news. This stuff ain't even 5 minutes old right now, guys. MJF has reported, yep, not been seen backstage. That was 15 minutes ago. That's insane. Yep. Hey, I'll send it to you. Hold on. I'll send you the pictures. Let me send that there. It's going to be a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with me as I pull the photos or the photo that was sent so I can download it. Because we always got to show love, man. You always got to see. Look, you take care of those who take care of you. And Palmetto has been nothing but cool with the Wrestling Wire, so why wouldn't we promote them? And like I said, that goes for any company out there, any promoters. If we deal with each other, send me your stuff. I got no problem showing you love on my show. That's just how it is, man. So here we go. Check out this ad from the Super Summer Show that is coming up this coming Saturday in Lexington, South Carolina. And there it is. Midland Family Chiropractic presents Palmetto Championship Wrestling. Yes, they sell beer and seltzer at the venue. The show name is that's funny because if you didn't know Dave, you wouldn't understand how funny that is. But I know Dave, so that's freaking hilarious. So that it really fits the bill for them guys. Okay, take my word for it. They do put on a great show, and I got no problem showing them love, man. So Elliot, I sent you the information as I told you I would. Young Zaylen Harris, man. This kid popped up. He's at almost all the indie shows I frequent down here. He's a huge wrestling fan. I see him all the time. Yeah, Elliot, they're saying they don't know where MJF is. They've removed all the promotional material from online and everything, dude. This is getting serious. Into the thick of it, I guess is the way to put it, right? Where's somebody with that meme? Into the thick of it. I don't have it. I don't know it. Anyway, so I look. I can't even get through what they're doing long enough to figure it out. Is it a work? I think the Sasha Banks and Naomi one's a work because of how publicized it is. This one's not being well. They don't run shows like WWE does either, so because they're not constantly on the air, I guess they don't announce a lot of stuff the way the WWE. So I don't know, but my book, it's not a work. In my book, that's for real. So, um, but either way, getting back to it, MVP defeated Bobby Lashley by countout to win the right to choose the stipulation at Hell in a Cell. Cool. Becky Lynch defeated Asuka, so now the title match at Hell in a Cell is a triple threat. Yet again, it is what it is, but so the WWE has got all these different storylines playing out, and they're all heading to hopefully what looks to be big payoffs at Hell in a Cell. Are we going to end up with Judgment Day versus the Club? Because if that's the case, I'm in. I'd love to see that. Oh wait, wouldn't that be considered a mixed trios match? Oh God, AEW is doing it this weekend. WWE is going to do it next weekend. Stop the press says somebody's copying somebody. Yeah, that's the same shit I say. Um, but either way, uh, no, I got text messages yesterday while I was out. No, I don't have a guest plan for today. I'm not planning on doing anything crazy here today. I just wanted enough time to come on, say some things, and tell you guys if you missed MomoCon, you're going to want to go next year. There was a ton of gaming stuff. There was anime. There was cosplay. There was this cool ass dude that looked like Michael Myers. He had like a 7 foot tall hedgerow that was about 5 foot wide that he pushed. It was on wheels. All of a sudden, it would stop and Michael Myers would pop out from the side. It was freaking awesome. His mask looked good. The blood on his hands looked good. I mean, it was the shit. There was cars inside that were being voted on. There was, I'm thinking it was 7 cards total for the professional wrestling, but somebody who was more involved in it than I was will have to confirm that. I was only there for one day, and there was 2 cards. Still tired from that drive, by the way. I, it is what it is. This is the life I chose. This is what I chose to do. So, I, I'd rather be tired than bored. So I'll put it that way. So as far as tonight, AEW show, I'm interested to see what happens there. I wonder if MJF left because of a booking discrepancy. Um, was was his goal to have Wardlow go over, or was his goal to not have Wardlow go over, or was there more? Is there more stuff behind the scenes that we don't know about? I don't know. Um, I can tell you one thing: it's not a good look for either one of the people involved here. Is it the same as the WWE and Sasha Banks scenario? Look, it is what it is. You're a contracted employee. I have a job to do. Most of you people out there, you have jobs to do. If we don't show up, we don't do our job, we're fired, right? Shouldn't be any different for them. If we're not happy with our jobs, we walk out on them. Yet again, so that's the real deal. Now, if the Sasha and Naomi and thing with Vince and Laurinaitis and the titles, people power. If it's all the same with them as it always has been, then and they're just turning it into a storyline and giving them some time off, or giving them time off to renegotiate the contracts to see what happens. Build the tag title tournament, then all of a sudden they come back, and then we get the ladder match for the correct. All 4 belts will be hung up on the ladders, and there we go. Um, but realistically, this works. It would have been better if they had left with the titles. And I tell you that because the tag title design really isn't that good looking. I don't like it that much. So I'd have been okay with them leaving with the titles and forcing the WWE to make new ones. I'd have been more happy with that. Um, but as far as it goes, when you're looking at their contract shit, especially their contract shit going from, you know, MJF to Sasha Banks, how are the contracts built? This is all shit that's out of my wheelhouse, man. It's way bigger than me. But as far as it goes, I hope there's nothing seriously wrong on either side of the ball here. I hope there's nothing really bad going on with any of them. Um, you don't want that. If you fail or if you pray that WWE fails because you're an AEW fan, congratulations, you're an idiot and part of the problem. If you are a WWE fan and you want AEW to fail, congratulations, you're part of the problem. I don't particularly love AEW, but I follow it loosely. I watch it when I have the time, and you know, it is what it is. It's not a bad wrestling show. It's not my cup of tea, but that doesn't mean it isn't for somebody else. Wrestling's a variety show. Just because one wrestling show has a 15-person stunner happen doesn't make it a bad show. It's a niche market. They have a niche market. WWE has a niche market. Everybody's got a niche market. The kicker, especially on the indie levels, is the amount of shows running on the same day, especially if they're bigger shows or they're going to be larger shows or there's going to be more to them. Um, Now, you notice I don't bring up every show. That's between me and a promoter. That has nothing to do with whether or not I like the company, like their product, or like them. It has to do with an agreement between us. That's all. Um, or in probably one or two cases a disagreement between us, which is just as good as the agreement between us. So um, that's all that matters. Uh, we are uh, building up towards a hell of a party coming up this summer. Uh, Several shows that are just going to be off the chains. I've got plans all the way into December at this point. So guys, keep it tuned in right here. If anybody's got any questions or anything you want to bring up or talk about, chime on in. I know we've been on the air a lot in the last 2 weeks. Um, and it's we're gonna stay on the air because we got the Brino Royce Michael King contract finalization signing something or other going on. Um, and there's a lot to that. Um, there's a lot to everything going down. So either way, uh, guys, if there is nothing further, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle on out of here because there's just so much out there to enjoy. There's not enough time to waste your time hating on something else. Um, if you like indie wrestling and you support indie wrestling, don't be a dick. Go to other shows and check their shows out too. If you don't like what you see at one show, there's 5 others to go to. Don't let one show give you a bad taste in your mouth about everything else going on in your area. Um, Me personally, man, I if I didn't go to a show, it's because I don't want to go. The shows I work at, I recommend you come to them all. I don't mess with bullshit people. I don't mess with people that aren't passionate about their product or don't aren't at least trying. Effort goes a long way with Saint, okay? That's the point of it all. Um, I will always support the companies that have shown me love and have been supportive of me because that's called good business. It's also in a lot of cases when it comes to a lot of these guys, it's also being a friend. And for anybody that knows me personally, I don't have friends. I don't do friends. That's not my way. So if I consider you a friend, you are part of a very freaking small group of people that I will actually have a conversation with. Uh, that's just how I'm built. I keep my circle small, and sometimes my circles has overlaps into 75 other circles, and it is what it is. Know people by proxy. Um, One cool thing that came out of MomoCon, besides Nikita Koloff giving us a in the house or whatever the hell he said. One cool thing that came out of that was bumping into people, and they were like, "Oh man, I saw that promo with Brino, and I saw the interview with Romano, and when I walk up to Romano, understand that I wasn't dressed like this. I had my suit on, my bow tie, and my hat on, and everything." And he was like, "Do I know?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's me." He was like, "Oh shit!" And the man gave me a hug, and he was just happy to see me. And just he knew the effort that we put into everything, and so did he. We put a lot of effort into what we were doing. We really wanted to have a good showing for all the talent that was there. Those two guys put their hearts into that. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. It's been we're coming up on an hour, and this is going to be one of my shorter shows because I'm really exhausted and I have nothing better to do or say about it. We've talked about everything coming up. We're in negotiations. That's the other reason I got to go, because I got to negotiate with Mr. Maddox and make sure that Tyson Maddox can join us on air next weekend, and we can get this show on the road. The following weekend, my plan is so next weekend, Tyson Maddox, and we're going to preview the Pro Wrestling Union Jacob Casey. I think I got that right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Jacob Casey benefit, we're going to do a preview on that after our interview with Tyson Maddox. The following weekend, I think we're going to be doing something related to HVW Arrival. After that, we're going to be doing something involving. Let me confirm I'm telling y'all right. Yes, the calendar book comes into play. After that, we're going to be doing something involving. Let's see here. I know we got CMW Evolution and his pro wrestling, so we'll be doing something for those guys on the following weekend, which will be the 19th, Father's Day. We will try to do something then. The 26th, it looks as though we have another big program to talk about as we head forward to July, because July is going to be huge, guys. I'm going to do my best to keep everybody up to date on everything and try to get as much of this content out as I can. Speaking of content, yesterday I did something that I don't wholeheartedly believe in, and that was I broadcasted wrestling for free. Here's my trick of the trade on that. YouTube is a great thing, and it's made. That's what it's made for, right? If you're running a wrestling show, why would you give your product away for free? I straight up said this to a promoter on Friday. I said, listen, sir. I said, I work for you, so I'm going to be here, right? But in my estimation, if I could stay home, smoke, drink my booze, scratch my balls, and watch your TV or watch your show on my TV, why would I pay money to go sit in an arena with people I don't want to be around? Why would I do that? When I could stay home, not spend the gas money or the ticket price to get in, why would I do that? I don't believe in streaming your stuff out for free. I really don't. There are kickers and caveats to that statement. One is this. If it's the very beginning of the show and you wanted to show the energy in the room and you wanted to show the vibe being set off, you wanted to do a pre-show for free, hey, hallelujah, whatever. Sure. You got some guys out there warming up, having a little mixer? Sure. Hell yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But if you want to give away your product, why would anybody pay for it if you're going to give it away? I give me something logical here. I need a logical thought behind that. Don't get me wrong, man. I like being able to see it for free, sure. But why would I pay for it if who wants to pay? Everybody wants something for free. Look at this place. Look at the world right now. Everybody wants something for free, and you want to give away your show. But you got a talent to pay. You got a full locker. You got food and all this other stuff. This shit's not free. It's not cheap. You know what it costs to run an independent wrestling show? If you don't own your own ring and you don't own your own sound and or your own building and all you got's a name, that means everything's out of pocket, right? So if everything's out of pocket, why? I don't get it. Now, if you're an upstart and you're trying to build a buzz around it, okay, yet again, another reason. Yes, I get it. That makes sense. But when it comes to every time, every show, give it away. Sometimes I don't feel that. Sometimes I don't get it. Now, is everybody always going to watch it for free? Does everybody know to tune in to watch the Saint, to watch the shit for free? No, of course they don't. But I'm saying that in general. I just don't know if that's the best business decision that you could have. I like the idea if you're trying to build your product and build your brand. Sure. Okay. But I would only give away bits and pieces. I wouldn't give everything away. I don't believe in giving everything away. I don't believe in giving anything away. Let's start there. Uh, no matter what, everybody's got a price and everybody's going to pay. The $1 Million Man told you that. There's no reason to believe that it's going to help in the here and now. In the long run, will it? Maybe, but it's definitely not going to help your attendance currently. Now here's the other caveat to that. Let's say that some of the fans are not in the same state. They may want to come see it, or it's a talent. They want to come see the show, but they don't want to drive there. But they want to see the show to see how it's run, to see if they have any interest in performing there. Yet again, that's another caveat to it. So I can see the point of giving some of it away for free, but not all the time and not consistently. And never an entire show. It's me. It's a me thing. If that's what is desired at a show, hallelujah, no problem. Whatever. That's fine. But I'm one of those people that if you're building that brand and you're trying to get it up there and out there, then let's go with it. Yeah, I support the decision wholeheartedly. I'm just one of those people where I'm trying to look at the monetary value of everything you do. But at any rate, folks, at this point in juncture, guys, it is we have been on for just over an hour. There is a whole lot of good stuff going on, and thank you to Elliot for sending me that. Shout out to Shane Dorr, Henry Sugars, who I still need to get on here, by the way. You know what? We're going to save that one. I can tell you why. I know that there's something big planned for another month coming up. So here's what we'll do. Elliot, Shane, tell Sugars, or Sugars yourself if you're watching. Dave, all you guys, get ready. We're going to cut one of these in August when it's time, or closer to August when it's time to promote something big going down, okay? We'll get together and figure something out for that, but I definitely want to make sure I give you guys a good shout out for that one. I try to hook up everybody, so why wouldn't I, right? And other than that, man, go check out some of the footage from this weekend. It's on our Facebook page. It's on the Real Wrestling Community, the Saint and Ron Emerson Jr., which is me. Go check out all the stuff we did. I can't tell you how good the footage was because I didn't watch the show back, and I probably won't. I never do. Occasionally, if I had a good interview with somebody, I will go back and listen to the interview to try to see if I pick up on any minor adjustments I need to make. But beyond that, I don't listen to, like yesterday's show. I'm not going to listen back to it. It was fun. It was a great time. Eric Nelson, to you, sir, I say congratulations on a phenomenal show. Thank you once again to Eric Nelson, Alan Hirsch, who is the brother of Peaches and Power Bombs, Sarah Hirsch. That show is Sarah Hirsch and Tina Miller. Tina Miller, as you guys may or may not know, she is the majestic one here on the Real Wrestling Community. Big shout out to both of them. Like I say, Stranglehold Championship Wrestling, the whole cast and crew over there. They've got one of the best commentators I've ever heard in my life. Go check out this kid. Dude, what is that guy's name? He was cool as shit. I can't recall his name. I have to look it up. Damn it. I'm not going to remember his name, and it's going to make me upset. I want to say his name was Draven. Was it Draven? I'm trying to find it. I can't find his name. Oh, so new piece of information: the WWE has renamed Simone Johnson, daughter of The Rock. She will now be called Ava Rain. Okay, that's different. Ava Rain, huh? But I mean, as far as it goes, there's a lot of there was a lot of good shit to come out of MomoCon. There was a lot of good content there. Like I said, video game tournament, uh anime cosplay contests, all the different artists. Kane was there, uh Nikita Koloff, Sergeant Slaughter, and Mr. Hughes. There was a ton of them there, man. It was a fun time. So if you didn't get the chance to check it out in person, check it out on video. Then when you can next year, go ahead and buy your tickets. It is not a cheap experience in my book. But it's a convention. Most conventions have a hefty price tag, right? So that's just another thing to keep in mind. And yes, I am sorry for any of the video yesterday that had audio problems. Yeah, do you understand how loud it is at a wrestling show? Especially when you're up against the commentary table and DJ booth and they had their stuff turned up to 11. It was loud as all get out in there. So I'm sorry for any audio issues that occurred. Um, Also, sorry for anybody that stood in the way. It is what it is. Just more stuff I'm going to have to adjust on the uh, any stuff I have to adjust on the camera side. I'm gonna have to try to make it go up uh, a whole lot higher so I can avoid that. Man, who? I'm still looking for this cat. I'm still trying to find his name so I can tell you guys to check out this cool. Um, oh, there he was. Yeah, it's David A. Estacado. I hope I pronounced that name right, brother. If I didn't, you'll get at me eventually. But his he goes by the disaster piece. Dude is unreal. Uh, his his commentary, color commentary, was hilarious. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What was really cool was an interaction I had with him later on in the show. I kept turning and looking when he would say something, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe he said that. So at the end of the show, I was walking up, and he said, "Bro, uh, did I say something wrong, or did I piss you off or something?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no! Oh my god, man, no!" I shook his hand. I said, "Brother, you were the funniest freaking person I've ever heard doing commentary. I loved it. I can't wait to say something about it." And here it is. Yes. So, dude, if you've never heard of this cat, David Estacado is the way it's said to be pronounced on here. Dude, go check his commentary workout. He is fire. So, guys, I am done for the day. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Uh, be sure you tune in for the next episode as we hopefully have an interview for that one lined up. And let's get into it, man. Thus proclaim.